The battle for the global new energy sales crown that has lasted for several months has pushed Tesla and BYD into the final round of the arena. On the evening of October 9th, Tesla's September sales data showed that it set a record for monthly deliveries in China, 83,000 vehicles. However, BYD's momentum is obviously stronger, and its monthly sales have surpassed the 200,000 unit mark, more than double Tesla's sales. In fact, in the first 3 quarters of this year, BYD sold a total of 1.18 million new energy vehicles, becoming the global sales champion. On September 28, BYD officially stated that it would officially enter the European market, and Tesla gradually felt the pressure. Today, BYD's battery electric vehicles have spread to more than 300 cities in more than 50 countries and regions, and more than 65,000 battery electric buses have been sold. So, since BYD is so powerful, why doesn't the United States sanction it? Assuming that the United States completely sanction BYD, is it possible that BYD can't build a car? Or will its performance degrade, or not be affected at all? Hi! Welcome to Auto Age. Before we started today's video, please subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Okay, let's get started. In 1995, Wang Chuanfu, the founder of BYD, keenly discovered that the battery industry in China, which started relatively late at that time, had great potential to rival Japan, so he founded BYD, specializing in the research and development of mobile phone batteries. In the early years, BYD produced nickel-cadmium batteries, but due to the large damage to the environment and the potential danger, BYD later switched to lithium batteries. Due to its high energy density and relatively low environmental damage, lithium batteries quickly became the best choice for mobile phones and laptops at that time. Fortunately, BYD seized this opportunity and became a major supplier of lithium batteries worldwide. However, due to too many competitors, the profits of the electronics industry were severely squeezed, and Wang Chuanfu had to find a new way out. At that time, it was in the period of rapid development of China's automobile industry, and foreign automobile manufacturers entered the Chinese market one after another. Therefore, Wang believes that battery electric vehicles, which are rarely involved in China, will definitely be a huge market in the future. After 2013, BYD's Qin, Tang, Song, Yuan, Han and other models named after Chinese dynasties have been released one after another. It is also since 2013 that BYD has ranked first in China's new energy vehicle sales for 8 consecutive years. Since then, BYD has successfully transformed itself from a battery manufacturer into an automaker. Since the domestic sales are good, how about try it in the American market? In the US market, although there are many competitors, BYD quickly occupied the market with its strong product advantages. Up to now, BYD battery electric buses have been distributed in more than 30 states in the United States, becoming a brand with a monopoly in the electric bus market in the United States, accounting for 26% of the European market and 50% in the United Kingdom. At the same time, it is also the first Chinese auto company to enter the Japanese market. Orders came from more than 50 countries around the world, and BYD buses business can be seen in 200 cities. In other words, in the field of electric buses, BYD basically has no rivals. So, what will happen if the United States sanction BYD as it did against Huawei? In fact, except for tires and glass, BYD can produce all the parts on the car by itself. Fortunately, good tires are also made in China. As for glass, who doesn't know about Fuyao Group in China? In fact, BYD is indeed a very independent enterprise, which is because it has a whole industry chain layout, such as motors, batteries, engines, etc., all self-developed and manufactured. In fact, almost all of BYD's models use its own parts. After all, the prices of its own products are cheaper and the supply is sufficient, which can effectively reduce the intermediate links of suppliers and ensure that new products can quickly seize market share. In the field of batteries, BYD started with batteries. Especially in response to the problem of spontaneous combustion of ternary lithium batteries, BYD has developed a blade battery based on the lithium iron phosphate battery accumulated by its own fire protection technology. Under the same volume, the energy density is increased by 50%, and it can run for 1.2 million kilometers for more than 3,000 times of charging and discharging, while the cost is reduced by 30%. In addition, it also passed the magnetization experiment known as Mount Everest in the field of battery safety, completely eliminating the safety hazards of electric vehicles. It is said that even Tesla will purchase BYD's blade batteries. In fact, BYD's blade battery and plug-in hybrid technology, DMI, are also the most important factors for its sales surge this year. As for the chip shortage, it's not a problem for BYD either. Because as early as 2004, BYD began to develop big chips, which are known as the brains of new energy vehicles. BYD has invested heavily in self-built factories, covering materials, single crystal epitaxy, chip packaging, testing and other semiconductor industry chains in one fell swoop. In 2008, BYD purchased Ningbo Advanced Microfabrication Equipment Inc. and successively conquered core technologies such as chip design, wafer manufacturing, testing and packaging, and became the only car company in China with a complete industrial chain of IG chip. In 2018, BYD released the IG 4.0 chip, whose total current output is 15% higher than the industry standard, and the electronic control efficiency is as high as 98.5%, breaking the foreign monopoly. Data in 2019 shows that BYD's IG chip market rate reached 19%, second only to Germany's Infineon, ranking first in China. In addition, BYD also has strong research and development capabilities. The annual report shows that in 2021, BYD's R&D investment was 10.627 billion yuan, a year-on-year increase of 24.2%, and the number of R&D personnel will be about 40,400, a year-on-year increase of 31.52%, accounting for 14.01% of the total number of employees. The continuous increase in R&D investment has consolidated BYD's current advantages and enriched its core technologies. The most commendable thing is that BYD not only attaches importance to design, but also to manufacturing, and even the mold can be produced by itself. In terms of the number of patents, BYD is far ahead of its competitors. At present, it has accumulated 32,000 patent applications and 21,000 patent authorizations, ranking first in the new energy vehicle patent list. It is worth mentioning that BYD is also the second largest mobile phone foundry in the world. When Huawei was restricted by the United States, BYD was producing mobile phones for Huawei. In addition to China's domestic development, BYD is also building factories in the United States and recruiting local employees, which is also a good thing for the United States and can solve their employment problems. For example, in 2013, a battery electric bus factory was established in Lancaster, California, with an annual production capacity of about 1,500 buses, helping to achieve a 35% job growth rate in the region. Finally, China is the largest country in the production of new energy vehicles. It has a relatively complete industrial chain and supply chain of new energy vehicles. Therefore, for some American car companies, such as Tesla, the Chinese market needs to rely heavily on both as a sales market and as a production base. Therefore, if the United States wants to sanction BYD, it may not be such a simple matter. Okay, that's all for today. Please put your comments below and share your insightful ideas with other people. Do you want to learn about more auto stories? Please keep following our channel and like our videos. Thank you so much for your continuous support. See you.